Hi friends, I hope you are regular with newspapers and if you are regular with newspapers you must have read these two news. One is the world's largest canyon under the Antarctic system. That is, there is a possibility that the world's largest valley or canyon. We have studied in geomorphology what is a canyon, a narrow V-shaped valley on the floor of the earth is known as a canyon. So the world's largest canyon was one Grand Canyon of USA. Now forget about the Grand Canyon. It is hypothesized, it is said that maybe in the Prince Elizabeth Land of Antarctic, world's largest canyon may be hidden under the Antarctic system. So this is one of the news which was in January. The second more important news which will interest you because you are preparing for this examination and also because it is an achievement by an Indian bureaucrat, Indian civil servant, the first civil servant in the world, IPS officer of UP cadre, Aparna Kumar became the country's first civil servant to scale Mount Vinson Massif. So what is more important here is for the people who think that maybe bureaucracy can be a boring job, you have a lot of adventures here. So you will be more, you can say, motivated to prepare for this examination. Second is current affairs. Who scaled the Mount Everest? And being a lady, it is more of a very great achievement that she, not Mount Vinson Massif, the IPS Aparna Kumar became the country's first lady IPS officer. In fact, the country's first civil servant to scale Mount Vinson Massif. And what is so special about the Mount Vinson Massif? It is the highest peak in the Antarctic region. It is the highest peak in Antarctic region. So one of the question maybe in your state services, maybe in your UPSC examination, where is Mount Vinson Massif located? So it is in Antarctic. What is so special about that? It is the highest peak on the Antarctic region. And remember, it is one of the 5 most dangerous mountains to scale or to climb or to trek. Obviously, this is considered one of the top 5 most challenging expeditions in the world. And it was done by an Indian lady civil servant, that is IPS officer Aparna Kumar. After that, so that means Antarctic becomes an important topic for you in this civil service examination for 2016. And obviously you should also know that Antarctic is an important topic anywhere, but not again from our conventional geography point of view, but from the resources point of view, from the climate change point of view, because as you will be listening to these lectures, in the future you will read that Antarctic ice cap is melting, Arctic ice cap is melting, Antarctic ice cap is melting, and it is going to affect our sea level change. That is, sea levels are rising, global warming is happening. So you have to use this Antarctic region. You will have to keep on referring this Antarctic region, and no doubt it will be in the news. So I am taking a broad view of Antarctic, that what you should know about the Antarctic system. And it includes the India's research program in the Antarctic. We already have done the India's research program in the Arctic, and I hope that you are thorough with that. So let's see the other part of the world, that is, we are now coming to the South Pole to study. We have studied the North Pole in the Arctic region. Now we are going to study the South Pole, that is the Antarctic region. What is this Antarctic Ocean or Antarctic region known as? It is also known as Southern Ocean. We have already studied in the introduction of oceanography that the Southern Ocean was ocean below the 60 degrees south latitude, which was demarcated in the year 2000. Before 2000 there was no Southern Ocean, but in the year 2000 we demarcated that ocean as an Southern Ocean. So it is an ocean which lies to the south of 60 degree south latitude. Now, what is an important thing, or why India is so much interested in the study of an Antarctic, though we are not concerned, though we are very far away from the Antarctic, rightly seated in the northern hemisphere, then why we are spending so much of money in this frozen land where the temperature is always below freezing point. In fact, the average temperature is around -30 degrees. No human population lives. In fact, remember, Antarctic is the only land, only continent, jahan pe there is no native human population. You have Eskimos in the Arctic region. You have Inuits in the Arctic region. You have some people who stay in the Siberian region of Arctic. You have people in Norway. You have people in Alaska. You already must have studied of Eskimos. They stay in a house known as igloo. A standard diagram in all our textbooks which used to interest us during our childhood days. The Eskimos who used to stay in this region. Now, coming to this, in the Antarctic, on the other hand, you do not have Eskimos. What is the most, in fact, most of you will be liking this, a mammal. What is the most important? Not exactly, you must have been liking this animal, bird, what you call it. Why is Antarctic famous? It is famous for flightless bird known as penguins. So Antarctic is the land of penguins. Doesn't the penguin fascinate us? Yes, it fascinates us. So let us study why India was so much interested in Antarctic system. In fact, Antarctic was a part of a Gondwana land. Now this India, Australia, Africa and South America, this all were the part of an Gondwana land. Initially, India was also a part of an Gondwana land, and therefore India is more interested in the geology of Antarctic, because if India was a part of Gondwana land, the same Antarctic was also a part of a Gondwana land, and therefore the resources may be common, the minerals may be common, the nature of a soil below the ice in the Antarctic, the nature of a geology is below the Antarctic ice cap may be common, and therefore we want to study the Antarctic system. Now the question here can be, because it is in the news currently, what were the part of a Gondwana land? You know that what were the Gondwana land was made up of what? Continental drift theory of Wegener. Remember, it was made up of India, Australia. Which part of India? Peninsular part of India, Australia, Antarctica, Africa, South America. So the southern continents and one northern part, that is the Indian part, was made up of Gondwana land. After that, the Pangaea broke into Gondwana and Laurasia. So this Gondwana land. So while studying this Antarctic region, India established 3 research centers. India's involvement with the Antarctic started in 1983 when India signed Antarctic Treaty System. It was a treaty system which was opened for signature in December 1959, but it came into force in June 1961. What you have to remember is this fact, that when did the Antarctic Treaty System came into force? It came into force in 1961. India's involvement with Antarctic did not start prior to 1983 when India signed this Antarctic Treaty System and India became a part of Antarctic Treaty System. So obviously there are numerous countries which are, in fact there are around 59 countries which are involved in the Antarctic Treaty System, and therefore it does not make for a question that which countries are involved, because there are large number of countries. What you have to remember is India is a part of Antarctic Treaty System because it signed in 1983, while the original Antarctic Treaty System came into force in 1961. Initially there were 12 countries which were the part of original Antarctic system, which I will come after giving you a brief idea of India's research centers. So after 1983, India started with the first research base in the Antarctic region, which was known as a Dakshin Gangotri region. It was India's first research base in 1983, was Dakshin Gangotri in the Antarctic. By 1990, this research base was buried under the ice, and therefore it had to be abandoned. And therefore from 1989 onwards, India had already constructed a second research base which was known as a Maitri. And it abandoned this research base in 1990-91. Which research base? The Dakshin Gangotri was abandoned in 1991 because it was buried under the ice. So we started our second research base known as Maitri. in 1989, which was located in Sri Markar Oasis region, in the Sri Markar Oasis region. So the Maitri was located in Sri Markar Oasis region. Remember the second research base and uska location, where it was located, Sri Markar Oasis region. In 2012, India got deeper involvement. India's involvement with Antarctic region got deeper, and we established a third research base, which was known as Bharti, in the Larsemann Hill areas of Antarctic. So how many research base we are having? We are having 3 research base. This was abandoned, the Dakshin Gangotri region. Then Maitri was established in 1989, and latest research base, which was established in 2012, was Bharti in the 2000 in the Larsemann Hill area. So this is our latest research base. So these are the 3 research bases of the Antarctic region. Again asking you, don't get confused. What is the research base in the Arctic region? Himadri. What are the research bases in the Antarctic region? Dakshin Gangotri. Obviously the word Dakshin means southern hemisphere, so Dakshin Gangotri. Remember, Gangotri is a glacier where the Ganga river originates. So Dakshin Gangotri, because this is a free frozen area. Second was Maitri, and the third was Bharti. While Himadri at the top in the northern hemisphere in the Arctic region. So these are the 3 research bases which India has established. And we are working on the study of flora and fauna, melting of the ice caps, relation of Gondwana land, that is relation of Indian peninsular geology and the Antarctic geology. Is the Antarctic Ocean, Antarctic region rich in some kind of mineral resources? So there are numerous areas to study, and obviously it is tough staying on those research bases. The scientists who stay there, though they may be enjoying, but they live in very harsh climatic conditions, and therefore this is a really big achievement. What you have to remember from the exam point of view, if you are preparing for state services, maybe this. But obviously for any of the UPSC examination, where is Mount Vincent Massif located? You remember it is the highest peak in the Antarctic region. Now, when did India's research program in the Antarctic started? It started in India's Antarctic program was started in 1981, but after signing the Antarctic System Treaty, we established Dakshin Gangotri. After that, we established Maitri, and latest we have established the Bharti system. Who looks at, or who undertakes the research program in India? The research in Antarctic is undertaken by National Center for, it is undertaken by National Center for Antarctic and Ocean Research, for Antarctic and Ocean Research. Or the short form is NACOR. The short form is NACOR. Where is it located? Where is the headquarters? Remember, the headquarters are in Goa. So the National Center for Antarctic and Ocean Research is the premier research and development institution responsible for the country's activities in polar and southern ocean regions. So this is the one which undertakes the Antarctic research system. Question again, who undertakes? NACOR. Where is the headquarters of NACOR? Visakhapatnam, Mumbai, Goa, yeah, Delhi. You have the answer here. The answer is Goa, the headquarters of NACOR. So with this, I will now go to the 12 permanent members of the Antarctic Treaty System. Regarding the Antarctic Treaty System, remember when it came into force in 1961, when did India sign the treaty? In 1983. How many members are there? There are more than 50 members, so you don't have to remember. But what you have to remember, this Antarctic Treaty System, we're having 12 original members. We're having 12 original members. we're having 12 original members. If you can remember them very well, then you won't be missing a question. Here, the question can come or cannot come, but 12 is a small name to remember. So the 12 original members are Argentina, Australia, Belgium, Chile, France, Japan, New Zealand, Norway, USSR or Soviet Union, Russia or Soviet Union, USA and UK. So these are the 12 original members. Now how to remember this 12 original members? Simple it is. See, the Argentina is near the southern hemisphere. India is in the southern hemisphere. So Argentina, Australia also, it lies in the southern hemisphere near the Antarctic. Chile is also a country which lies in the southern hemisphere. New Zealand is also a country which lies in the southern hemisphere. South Africa is also a country which lies in the southern hemisphere. So Argentina, Australia, Chile, New Zealand and South Africa, these are the 5 countries which lies in the southern hemisphere, which are southernmost, and therefore obviously they will be part of any system having Antarctic. So these were the original members. USA, UK, Russia, Japan and France. These are the 5 powers. So obviously you have to take the help of the powerful and the rich country for any resources, for any study on the resources. So obviously these are there in the Antarctic system. Sorry. Now the 2 countries which are remaining are Norway. Remember, it is in the northern pole, Arctic region. It is also in the southern pole. One more country remains is the Belgium. So remember, Belgium is the only odd one out which you will have to remember. Otherwise, the blue colored countries are the southernmost, and obviously they will be involved in the Antarctic system. The powerful countries UK, USA, Russia, France, Japan will be involved. Norway, northern and southern also it is common. And Belgium is the one more country. So these were the 12 original members, while India signed the treaty in 1983. Mount Vinson Massif is the highest point on the Antarctic. Antarctic is covered by ice throughout the year. Penguins it is known as the land of penguins, and it is important because it holds lot of frozen ice as well as fresh water in the terms of glaciers. So this is the Antarctic Treaty System. How it is important from the resource base, what happens to the Antarctic, what will not happen to the Antarctic. In your environment ecology lectures, the topics may have been covered, and it will keep on coming in the examination, in the newspaper. So be open, keep on reading the Antarctic region. If it comes, take the cutouts and enrich your answers. These are the points from the preliminary as well as the brief background of the Antarctic Treaty System. Now, till the time we meet again, thank you very much.